Dr. Sawat. Can you?
So you have a PowerPoint too?
Yes.
Yeah, PowerPoint. Yeah.
And can you also address some of the Bangkok issues as well?
Yeah, sure.
I love the focus on Chiang Mai, but I don't want to forget that, as Olivier was pointing out, there are more causes than just haze to the smog.
All right. Okay. Firstly, it's my pleasure to be here, and sorry because English is not my first language. Actually, it's my third language after Thai and Japanese. So, if you cannot recognize my pronunciation, please feel free. Okay. And all of my presentation today is some of my publications, so I can send you email. If you need some of my previous publications, please feel free to send me email, and I will respond to you back. So, yeah, because I'm doing my research related to the disaster management, and one thing that we really recognize is that 7 million people die each year, according to the WHO, World Health Organization, and it's not from tsunami, it's not from earthquakes, or it's not from flooding, it's from air pollution. And Southeast Asia alone is about 2 million. All right? So please recognize this number. And the majority of the death is happening in Asia. So, and when we're talking about the diseases as a consequence of air pollution, we might think about, of course, the lung cancer, maybe it's come from the heart attack and strokes. It's happened, but there also have many new research that had been published in 2018 to 2019 that PM 2.5 may be related with lung and liver disease and also Alzheimer. So this is something very new. And maybe WHO need to reconsider about the standard. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about the source, our previous presenters already explained about they have many different type of the emission sources. First, like traffic emissions, industry emissions, and also biomass burnings, the open burnings. Barbecue, yes, maybe it's not a big issue for the outdoor air pollutions, but it could be a main contributors for the pollutants inside the house, so indoor air quality and also the incense. So this is some sources that cannot be neglected. So what defines the dirty air? We really need to think about this. And when I received email from Paul to talk about the dirty air as the new normal. So the word new normal is, I'm a scientist, especially I'm an atmospheric chemist. I'm not very familiar with the new normal term because it's used for the economy. We need to reconsider about what is new normal. So what defines the dirty air? First, the dirty air is an air that has harmful levels of pollutants in it. And dirty air is not good for people to breathe. So there are three main keywords. What is harmful? What are the harmful levels? What are pollutants? And when we talk about people, is it children or adolescent, adult or elderly? So there are many types of people as well, which I'm going to present later. Oh, sorry. So now we're talking about standard can be used to define harmful levels of pollutants, and pollutants can be further categorized into inorganic, like heavy metals, and also the organic, like persistent organic pollutants. Okay, so here is the list of air pollutants as used for calculations of air quality index. So when we look of the parameters that they use for AQI in different countries, like India, China, EU, Mexico, UK, USA, you can see that Thailand has covering most of the parameters. But the problem is it's about the number. For example, PM2.5. Now in Thailand, the PCD Pollution Control Department, they use the number of 50 microgram per cubic meters within 24 hours. And for the annual average is 25. All right? Mm-hmm. What I'm going to present to you, this is the data reported by OECD. So it's the average of 76 provinces in Thailand, start from 1990s to 2017. And this is the annual average of PM2.5 concentrations. So what you can see, it's close to 30 something and slightly drop after the 2014 to 2017. But still, according to the PCD standards, the annual average is 25 microgram per cubic meters. So this is the same standard with EU. But the US EPA is about 12, all right? And WHO is 10. So now when we look for what about other pollutants, the only heavy metals that PCD has, the standard is lead. They don't have arsenic, no. Nickel, no. Cadmium, no. And you know, mercury as well, there's no standard for mercury in ambient air. And mercury causes Minamata disease. And cadmium causes Itai disease. So that's the big problems. We have VOC standard, but we still don't have the standard from dioxins. So according to the Japan standard, they have the annual average of 0.6 picogram per cubic meters. And for PAH, or polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, this is carcinogenic substances. For the EU standard, it's about 1 nanogram per cubic meters. For UK standards, it's 0.25 nanogram per cubic meters. But for Thailand, PCD, I have been requesting PCD for more than 10 years. That it's really, in Thailand, we should have the standard for PAH, which is carcinogenic substances, but still no response. So this is some of introduction of my recent publications. So firework displays can be another major source of PAH as well. And I did monitoring the PAH in PM10 during the Loi Krathong Festival and also the New Year Festival. And I see for the two events, so the firework display event and not firework display events. This data I monitored for 5 years and to separate the two events and see they have a significant increase of PAH or carcinogenic substance during the firework display. And also, this is the publications of the risk assessment for children, preschool children, processed by PM2.5 bound PAH during the biomass burning in northern Thailand. And what we observed is the significant increase of carcinogenic substances in PM2.5 during the burning seasons. And this is, if you want to know how much metals you breathe each day in Bangkok, you can, please feel free to send me email. I will show you all the reports. Well, there's also some good news and bad news. Some good news is some heavy metals are below the standard, but like arsenic, cadmium and tungsten is still higher than the standard. And this is dioxins, you know, mutagenic substances from industrial boilers. So I did study what about the effects of the different type of industrial boilers that they release the dioxins, PCDD and PCDF. And this is the open burning. So during the haze seasons, we also observed a significant increase of PM2.5 bound PAH in northern Thailand. And this is quite interesting. I investigate the impacts of day-of-week trains in vehicle types, and guess Monday to Sunday, do you think which day has the highest pollutants?
Thursday.
Please guess.
Monday.
Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
Worst traffic.
And which day is the minimum?
Sunday.
Monday.
No, it's Wednesday. So I call it Wednesday effect. The minimum pollutants is carbonaceous aerosols. We observe it in Wednesday, and this is 2 years data. And I separated, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then try to see if they have any. I don't know why, but it seems that the Wednesday they have less pollutants. So maybe it's good if you want to have outdoor barbecue in Wednesday instead of having on Friday. Well, just kidding. This is the collaboration with Chinese scientists. We also observed some black carbon that happened during the biomass burning emissions. And, yes, shipping emissions can cause the significant increase of PAH as well. Really? Yes. Okay. So this is the first report in the world that I prove that the shipping emissions can cause PAH release. And because of this, it's going to be a policy for many ports around the world.
1 minute.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, they still have many. So I'm...
Wow, yes.
All right, dirty air, the new normal for one street-friendly Thailand? No, dirty air is not the new normal for Thailand. Actually, we have been living with these dirty pollutants for several decades without any information related with these toxic chemical substances. And furthermore, dirty air is trans-boundary pollution. So I would like to finish my presentation with this. So you can see, yeah. And this is the model run by my Japanese colleague. This is in 9th of April, and you can see the PM 2.5 that, even it's zero emissions in Thailand. But if we don't have, yes, this one,
but
the Clean Air Act.
Olivier, is that the same sort of solid mass that you were talking about?
Yeah.
At a regional, across the continent, across Asia.
Brown clouds.
That's depressing.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, I and Dr. Wisnu, we are and all the friends trying to draft a white paper to propose to the new government about having Clean Air Act Thailand. Because now we have only environmental laws that have only 2 pages related with the air pollutions. So comparing to like Clean Air Act UK or in the US EPA, it's totally different. And yes, finally, we need Thailand EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, not Pollution Control Department, because actually they have some problems in the organization itself because they don't have authority to exercise the law. So what we need is we need Clean Air Act Thailand, and we also need the Thailand EPA to exercise the Clean Air Act. And this is my presentation. Thank you.
We're nearing the end of our panel discussion, and we've now teed things up for Dr. Witsanu to give us a sense of what are the policy approaches